These are the top 6 things you should always ask during your birth. My name is Lena Marie Gorski. I am a birth, postpartum doula, and a childbirth educator, on top of being a mom of 5, and I'm here to teach you a few things that you need to know about informed consent. One of the most important things I teach my clients is, bottom line, informed consent. Because I think that you knowing what's going on with your body, being able to make informed choices, is super important. The very first question that you want to ask is, what is the benefit of this intervention or procedure that is going to be done to you? They will usually hit you with the benefit first. Like when they want to break your water, they'll say, hey, this is going to speed your birth along. This is going to make everything so much quicker. Sometimes leaving out the risks. In some cases, I have seen that the risks of it are left out. Not in all cases. But the benefit is usually the first thing that is given to you, because in some cases it may have worked. In all cases, maybe not. After you're given the benefits, you should ask next, okay, what are the risks of this? Because there's usually always a risk. And when we're doing things medically or anywhere, we have to take a benefit risk analysis. And you should have the option of taking the benefit risk analysis. Is the benefit going to outweigh the risk? So in the previous example of breaking your water, the risk would be you are now at risk of infection because, everything is open and there's a potential for that. So does the benefit risk analysis make sense to break your water? Next question you would ask is, what are the alternatives? Is there an alternative to this procedure? So an alternative to the procedure of breaking your water would just be getting baby to move down. If we can get ourselves upright, use gravity. If you had the epidural, that's okay. Let's get a peanut ball in here and let's try that for a couple of hours. As long as baby's okay, you're okay. And then let's see what's going on after that. Next would be using your intuition. What is your gut telling you? Your mother's intuition is going to kick in before this baby is born. I had a client who, they came to her and said, we're going to break your water and everything. And it was during COVID, so I was kind of doing virtual dueling. And I was talking to the medical staff, and I was talking to her. And I was like, listen, you're only 5 centimeters. I wouldn't advise it. And she was just like, I feel like this is the right thing to do. And I said, okay, if this is what you feel, then this is your birth and you get to do it. And it was the right choice for her. Her intuition was correct. She ended up getting to 10 centimeters in a couple of hours after that. So for her intuition worked. The benefit risk analysis was there, and it was actually pretty helpful. The last thing you need to ask is, if I do nothing, what's going to happen? So if you are, let's say, at 5 centimeters and your baby's doing fine, you're doing fine, everyone's okay, and you decide, I just want to do nothing and see what happens. What happens if that, occurs? Usually nothing. You get to just keep laboring on and see what happens. The last thing I always teach my clients is this little question. If you've gone through all of these and you still don't know what you want to do, and it is kind of hard to make a decision when everybody's kind of staring at you. You have a doctor, some nurses, you have people staring at you. If you need a minute to collect yourself and to collect what you think you want to do, because I find that sometimes when you want to say no, it's harder to say no in front of a room full of people. So what you can say is, can I just have a moment to speak with my birth team or my partner about what's going on? And in that instance, you're giving yourself some time to think. There's no emergency, there's nothing going on, and you just need a minute to decide what's right for you without everybody staring at you. So you can just use that simple word, simple term, can I just have a minute to discuss this with my birth team or my partner? That's it. These are things that I teach to my clients and they utilize in birth. And I feel like it helps them make pretty informed choices when they have all of the information, as well as a little bit of time without everybody staring, at them to make these decisions right away. If you're interested and you don't want to remember all of these things, comment below and I'll be happy to send you my informed consent flashcards, which I just call a doula in a bag. All of these questions, plus more questions that I think that you should be asking, are on these informed consent cards. You just cut them out, or you can just leave them in the full sheet form, pop them in your birth bag, and be on your way. I think everyone should have access to free informed consent, and that's why I'm giving away my free informed consent flashcards. So please, if you're interested, leave a comment below or just send me a message with your email address, and I will be happy to send them over to you. If you have any more questions, just leave them below, and I'll be happy also to address them. I usually address them pretty much in real time as you leave them, but sometimes I have to wait a little bit. But I promise I will get back to you. I usually answer every comment that is left. I hope this was helpful. I hope that this will help you in your birth, and I really hope that this will help you birth with a voice.